Going through the Cloudflare workers. We're checking today Cloudflare workers. Yeah, I had a small hiccup in the stream, so yeah, let's get back. Let's continue with the streaming. All right, everything should be running. Yeah, so let's continue. So we were basically checking Cloudflare workers, explaining how they work in this concept called V8 isolates, which allows them to basically have no cold start. You can see, unlike other serverless providers, which use containerized processes, each running an instance of a language runtime, workers pays the overhead of JavaScript runtime once on the start of a container. Yeah, so this way we can see from this why Cloudflare apparently has no cold starts. It's a certain trade-off. I wonder if they are explaining it somewhere what the trade-off is, but yeah, runtime APIs, well, let's say it's a bit limited. You cannot do whatever you want basically, but yeah, most of that can be done. Cool. Yeah, so there were the big news that Cloudflare acquired Baseline. Congrats once again, Boris and the team. Thomas, really great achievement, because Baseline built this great platform for observing your applications, and they implemented also Cloudflare into the platform, which, let's say, Cloudflare doesn't really have anything like that, so it was a great option to acquire Baseline to handle observability for them, because that's always a challenge. None of the cloud providers couldn't really get it right. Okay, so yeah, here I am in my Cloudflare UI, Cloudflare console, and what do we have here? So I mean, I zoomed it a bit, but yeah, let's rather keep it zoomed so that you can see it well. Let me know if you want to zoom it in. So we have here website. I assume this all is related to the classic Cloudflare offering. And if you scroll down here, we have here workers and pages, AI, R2, stream, images, and calls. So if you open up workers, we can see that, yeah, I can create worker here. We have pages, so I can connect it to Git and host my HTML, CSS files. There's key value. I believe it's called key value, right? Oh, I see. I cannot really, I guess, until I have my worker deployed, maybe. So let's create a worker. Response hello world. So I do deploy here, and I can see all the locations where my worker is, I guess. And if I open it up, I mean, yeah, it's pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, I need to leave that. Oh, what do we have here? It's an editor. Okay, hello world. Oh, hello world. Oh, come on. Philip here. I hit deploy. Save and deploy. And I do send preview. Okay. So yeah, this basically gives me a platform where I can type into this fetch function my logic of my application, where I can see request and context. So let's see what's inside request and context. Can I do it like this? Okay, I can see it here. Body. Yeah, body. What's this? CF. Okay, it seems like some America, Chicago time zone. Headers. Like this. Yeah, so I can see we have redirect signal disallowed. URL headers. Okay. Body used. Okay, so let's see. I mean, this is not what I want. Workers and available on all plans. Spread serverless. Wrangler. Use Wrangler. Wrangler apparently is something like infrastructure as code framework, something like that for Cloudflare, as far as I understand it. I don't know why they chose to create their own. And also Wrangler is using this toml for configuration, which, well, I have no idea who got this idea to use toml in an era where we are switching towards infrastructure as a real code, like TypeScript and other stuff like that. Suddenly we have someone using toml. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. So I wanted to get started with some quick start. Wrangler. I want to, where was it? Some guide here. Yes, that's what I want. pm create cloud. Like this. Come on, not now. In which directory I want to create? I want CloudFlare. Website. Q consumer. Hello worker. Yes, I want to use TypeScript. Let's see what code we are gonna get. CloudFlare. Yeah, in the meanwhile, let me sign into my builder ID with Code Whisperer. Builder ID. Proceed to browser. Continue. Yeah. Okay, we are back and running. Do you want to use Git for version control? Why not? Do you want to deploy your application? Maybe. I need to log in. All right. Okay, let me log in. Let's see. Oh, two-factor authentication. All right, so I'm authorizing. Hello, Wrangler, to make changes to your Cloudflare account. Hello. Okay. All right, feel free to close this window. Deploying your application. Let's see, what do we get? Waiting for DNS to propagate. View your app here. It works. It just works. Opening browser. See you again soon. Okay. So what do we have here? What do we have? So we have Wrangler in toml. We have some white test set up here. Yes, config. Oh, that's a big one. A lot of comments here. DFR package JSON, which is quite simpler. Wrangler can do everything. So if I start pm run dev, what do we have? Oh, I need to go to CloudFlare pm run dev. Would you like to help improve CloudFlare usage metrics? Yes. Okay. I can open a browser. Wrong browser, this browser. I can open DevTools. Again, wrong browser. DevTools. Oh, I see. So it's like, oh, network source. Okay, I guess this is clear console. And if I go here, can I do console log? Hello. And do this. Okay, I get hello here. Well, okay. And so what do I see in CloudFlare now? If I go back, discard workers and pages. So I have these two, and I want to, let's say, remove this one, delete. Okay, let's do cleanup. And okay, CloudFlare. Well, okay, what about logs? Wrangler tail. Okay, begin log string. Well, okay, so I can exit and run deploy. And now we can try. Oh, geez, again, wrong browser. You can try it out here. And what do we see here? Okay, here we see some logs. Script name. CF. EU. Okay. Prague. I see. So this is where, like, the country where I'm coming from. And is there actually the log itself, or is this just like the requests coming in? Oh, logs here. Okay, I see messages. Message hello. Okay, I see. Deployments. Active deployment shows the versions. Deploy version. Okay, I can deploy multiple versions probably. Yeah, it's like with Lambda. Integrate your work with third-party services. Base plan required for baseline. I see. First serverless case supporting key value. Okay, here we have some integrations. Upstash, Curso, Superbase, Planet Scale, Momento. Yeah. What's the next thing? We have settings. The requests are always processed close to your end user smart. Minimize the latency of workers that make regular round trips to databases and APIs by placing them in an optimal location. Okay. Smart placement will only activate your If your worker makes more than one round trip to a database or API, otherwise your worker will run close to end users. Okay, so I guess this is like edge computing and regional computing where databases, I guess. Triggers, yeah, that's the interesting part, as always, with lambdas and stuff like workers. Add a custom domain for your worker. Okay, routes. You can add a new route. Okay. Cron triggers. This is interesting. And email triggers. Execute your workers by creating custom addresses in email routing. Okay, so this is something like automated email processing, I guess. View email routing. I mean, I don't have any email set up, so never mind. What up? And manage. Yeah, this is renaming and deleting worker. Okay, so where's the tutorial? How do I progress? We don't want worker AI. Yeah, in terms of worker AI, there's this. As far as I'm concerned, they're basically trying to build something like Amazon Bedrock. Like they will be the gateway for the models to be invoked. And from what I've heard in Tomorrow FM from Dex, they are cooperating directly with Hugging Face. So any model on Hugging Face can be used by Workers AI, probably. So that's a much better offering than AWS has. And here are some examples. Image classification. So you're gonna get an image, create an array buffer from it, and then just send it as a 8-bit integer array, and you will get a response. Wait, what's this? Vendor CloudFlare. Enter type. Okay, this is something related to the model itself, I guess. And then there is AI Gateway, which is something that lets you monitor the traffic that goes to the model. Which, well, I mean, can be quite useful to see, where the, like, maybe what users of your application are consuming how much of the tokens, and then you can also do some content moderation and stuff like that. So yeah, and if you go, okay, finally we are in KV. So I can create a namespace, test namespace, and I can view the namespace. So how do I now? I can run pnpm run dev, and now I want to work with the KV. So examples, tutorials, maybe. KV. Well, I want to go to workers page. Well, it's part of workers, right? So runtime API. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Is this KV? KV? Products KV. All right. KV. Get started. Here. How do I? Jeez, come on. Oh, I see. ID, your ID. Your namespace and the following to your. What? Ah, okay. You know what? I can delete this test, and I will do this. So pnpm create namespace called test. All right. Now we can see it here, right? All right. And now I want to use it. Come on. I don't want to use this. I want to use the code. All right. So, okay, EV. So and I want to use what? Context, so not wait, and put hello and quest. Is there a way to get query parameters from the request? Body CloudFlare workers query parameter. Oh jeez. Okay. Come on. Item. Well, isn't there a better? This one. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't need to import it. That's interesting. Okay. And I want to get, yeah, we can do like name is equal to name, and we will, and I'm gonna console log await env get name. What's this? What's the problem? If name is not equal to null, then we can call this valid. So first of all, we will see what has been there before, and then we will store a new value, and we will respond hello world with the, and you know what, we can do like const brief value, and we can brief value. Oh, come on. It's like this. So now if I run pm run dev, and I will open the browser like this. Cannot read properties of undefined. What's the problem? Well, we are not getting here any. Why it hasn't been stored? Oh, it's add the following to your configuration file. Binding. Well, in your KV namespace array. KV namespace. Oh, okay. So like this. Well, that's not really that useful information. Oh jeez, man. How come? Cannot read properties of undefined. Reading get. Are you kidding me? How the heck? It's right here. Do I need to like deploy it or what? Deploy. Name, alt value, add entry. And now when I open this up, I get exception. Yeah. How do I make this work? Again, we are stuck. CloudFlare. N. We have N. Why? What's the... Come on, man. Cannot be properties of undefined. We didn't get. Okay, whatever. The same problem here with put. How come? Over here, get started. Oh, enable workers in KV by purchasing workers paid plan. But it works, doesn't it? I mean, you know, I can use it, so maybe I don't need to enable it. Or I don't know. You know what? Is that there's no remove or stuff like that, or delete, or okay, I want to delete this from CloudFlare. Yeah, this is not that simple. I will remove CloudFlare and start this new project. What's up? And come on. Jeez. And I want hello world durable objects. Queue schedule. There is no such example. Choose hello world worker. But we had this. Come on. Oh, it's a waste of time. Create. Do you want to use Git? Yeah. Do you want to deploy your application? No. CD CloudFlare. And oh, come on. Create test namespace. Okay. And using and now we go to here. KV namespaces. What the heck? It looks different. KV namespace is, and I put there this. Okay. And now we're binding name. Okay, I can put there PM your binding test, and the key is name and value is Karel. Okay, so it's there. So if you go like this, we can, what? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not deployed. Okay, yeah, whatever. So we can deploy it. Oh, PM run deploy, so that CloudFlare is happy. Well, okay, so it's finally deployed. Yeah, well, so how long does it take? Yeah, I mean, AWS is, I mean, all the clouds are complicated, I guess. I mean, like, if you create something too simple, on the other hand, it's like, no, everybody else will be scared to use it because they will think it's not gonna last, and it's not gonna scale. So even this is not that easy. Okay, so let's say we have our app deployed, and now what we need to do, we need to go here and okay, so here my KV namespace, your KV namespace. Let's see, so let's say we have this, where was it, where was the example? Oh, here it is. So we can do it like this, and now if const brief value await and get name, no, name not equal to null, then array set one, name is equal to name, and hello world brief value is name, no, not name, brief value PM run dev. Well, again, it doesn't it still doesn't work, man. Okay, so I do deploy, but man, what did I do wrong? Name equals, and if I go here and put there what up, okay, no, well, through an exception. So let's take a look at the observability. So how do I get information about the errors? Logs, begin log stream. Listening for events. Okay, exception. Object fetch cannot read properties of undefined. Reading get. That's the same error. Oh man. Yeah, but how does it know where to map this? Is this like the get key. Okay, namespaces. Your namespace. So if I put here test def. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, now it makes sense. So what is happening here? I see. So we create this KV namespaces array, which has this binding and ID, and the binding is basically the key under which it will be stored here. So that's why it was there. So now I see. So I put there test because I called it here test. And now if I go like this, name equals Philip, it will get null, but now we will get Philip. Philip 2, Philip 3, and you see how it's showing me the previous one. Okay, so that's the key value in CloudFlare workers. Well, we didn't. It took us some time, or it took me some time. Maybe I'm too. I'm too stupid. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we got working CloudFlare workers with this key key value storage. Well, what do we have next? So we have durable objects. Is there, how do I get to durable objects? So get started. Oh, not durable objects. Come on, R2. Okay, workers. Worker. So what do we have here? Find your newly generated Wrangler account ID. Okay, so we have our R2 buckets here. So I guess I need to go here to R2. Oh, do I need to purchase a plan for using R2? I mean, I could do, I don't mind, but oh, come on. I don't want to do this on stream. Images R2 AI. Durable object queues. Hyperdrive queues. Enable queues beta. D1. Well, dashboard. Yeah, let's try this one out. Let's do T1. Let's try to do SQL. So let's call it again test. Hit create. D1. Get started. Oh, was there a D1 tutorial? npm create CloudFlare. D1 CF. Is there? Oh, come on. Is it broken again? Oh. Oh, jeez. DNC. Durable objects. No, it's not. Well. Create a database. I mean, I have a database. Build worker. D1 database. D1 databases. That's strange. Well, is it like this? Yeah. No. Oh, D1 databases. Expected. Oh. Oh, it must be like. Oh, okay. Single line. Okay. It's okay. So we have the DB, the database name. We called it test, right? Test. And database ID is this bad boy. So we did it like this, and then oh come on, there's no how do I invoke it? Wrangler DB. So and the DB. I see, and there's no structure to the database, right? I need to create a table. Okay, so we will do users name is text. Well, ID name date I mean, this looks all very simple. Very simple. So exec, or I want to do prepare, I guess, and then I can call run prepare insert into users values, and it's gonna be ID name date ID. You know what, we can do ID very easily. I mean, or we can do it like UUID CloudFlare workers, CloudFlare UID. Yeah, we'd have to install this package, I guess. Crypto random UID. Yes, that should be enough. Crypto. And then we want to do it like this, right? Prepare bind UUID, then there is a name, and then there is new date, get two is a string. How does it look like? Come on, node. Yeah, it looks okay. That could do the job, and I guess we need to do wait. Oh, what did I do? No, wait. CD, and what's the folder? Kiwi tutorial pm run deploy. Let's see what it does. And do we get results here? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we got here something. We got it twice, so maybe I did something wrong. Bind. Dot all. What is first run? Bind. First row. I don't know why, but it seems like they're getting duplicates. Run first. Maybe like this. Def. I run def. No such stable users. Okay. Interesting. Deploy. I can delete this record and delete this one. And so what are we getting? So we are trying to store in this user stable information based on the request, but we are like, what's the call? It's like 5702 57. Well, only thing I was thinking it could be like the option request, but it would be a bit strange, but it's possible. But I don't know why. 57 56. It's just like, I don't know, like 100 millisecond difference. Observability examples. D1 REST API. Oh, not REST API. We don't want REST API, right? We want query D1. Prepare statement. Well, prepare, and then we want to call run. So that was good. So where's the problem? If I do console log request headers, so local development doesn't work with the workers and the database. Well, I mean, it's like, it's a good start overall, the experience here with CloudFlare, but well, let's say I mean, the experience is not perfect. It's like all the infrastructure pieces are working pretty well, but now the developer experience challenge, well, maybe SST will resolve this. Maybe I should try to deploy with SST instead of Wrangler. It could have been better. Again, you see, we are again creating this. That's crazy. So if I do overview, and somewhere there I want to do observability, I open the KV tutorial here, logs, And let me inspect this. Create network 6. No, we're just calling get. But you see, we are getting 2 locks. Man, this is method get. Man. Oh, I see. Oh, this is bad. Okay. So the point why it's being called twice is that because the browser is automatically trying to fetch favicon. And then it's gonna fetch our URL down here. You see? Oh, that's a bummer. So well. Now I understand why there was this Hono project. Hono, was I right? Like framework where you can define your route and it will process it. Hono and CloudFlare. Export default app. Yeah, let's try it out. You know what? Let's try it out. Because not create. I want to install it. Come on. Or maybe npm add Hono. And maybe I can really do just this. And do this. Context. Oh no. N. No. N. Windings. N. Bindings. Here we go. Hono bindings. Okay. So it's like bindings. Why is it incompatible? My bucket. Well, what's wrong with that? Async and request maybe we don't even need to parse the query name. Okay, so we don't have to parse it here. Const name like this. Okay. Type of name is not undefined. And we scrap this. This means that we can even remove this bun. And now if I run pnpm run deploy, maybe it will work. So let's see. So let's clean this up. Delete. Delete. And it works. It worked. So we resolved the issue by using Hono, or I don't know how it's pronounced, I guess. Stuff like this. Hono. And what is framework? Like basically Express, but for these lightweight edge runtimes. And this way we were able to avoid this issue with basically the workers are handling all the requests that are coming in, like the proxy kind of API gateway endpoint. And this means that even if the browser is on background calling the fef icon a request, the worker needs to handle it. So this way we can control it better, that we will set only this root / is going to be handled. And now we can do queries to the serverless database that CloudFlare is providing us, the SQL database. What do we have here? Time travel. Okay, console. I got it. Queries, write queries, read queries. That's a lot of queries. Okay. Yeah. I see. Row metrics. Rows read. Tables show. / tables. / tables. I see. Okay, that's a nice visualization. It's like maybe they're rendering markdown, I don't know what, like still like from users. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. All right, so to wrap this up, we tried CloudFlare workers. We didn't really try pages because, I mean, it's just a static files hosting as far as I understood, with where you can like blend in the workers, but maybe we could explore it more in the future. We tried key value store, which is like the simple shared memory across the application, which can be, I believe it can be used to, you know, like it can cover so many cases where you can like very easily get things done. So that was pretty cool. We tried R2, which is like Amazon S3, not S3, not R2. Yeah, Amazon Cloudflare R2 is like Amazon S3. And we tried D1, which is the serverless database, a SQL database, which worked pretty well, I would say. And we also figure out that Cloudflare workers are calling our endpoints no matter whether they are trying to do like REST calls or even like fef icon requests. And that's why we use Hono, this framework for edge runtimes, which helps with handling these cases. So you can have like one worker which will be like whole API, and then define your routes inside Hono and deploy everything there. And yeah, we didn't really try queues. We can try to do it next time when we take a deeper look. There is this thing called hyperdrive, which sounds like something a bit more complicated. And yeah, I mean, can Cloudflare beat AWS? Well, technically it could, but from the business perspective, I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, let's say 5 or 10 years ago, more like 10 years ago, cloud was something new, something like that's the new shiny thing. Everybody should use it. It's super cool. It's nice. Nowadays, cloud is just a normal thing. That's a standard. There are still so many companies that are not in cloud, and they are aware of it, and they are continuously migrating to cloud. So cloud became like the business as usual thing. And now we are trying to figure out how to move this forward. You know, there was or is still era of serverless with Lambda and all these AWS services. You know, there are dozens of serverless services, maybe even more on AWS. And Cloudflare is trying to come to this market and try to offer simple solution that can, you know, perform well and maybe solve some other pain points. And I mean, for creating some simple application, or like simple, you know, like you can have hundreds of users maybe, or even thousands, I don't know. Having it built on Cloudflare, yeah, maybe that could work out. I mean, what do you need for your web app? I mean, you need API that can be done with workers, you saw. You get SQL database out of the box. You get a file storage with R2. Well, I mean, they have it all for like 90% of use cases, I guess. And now they need to optimize to make it more appealing for enterprises and bigger companies to stay there. They bought Baselime as an observability platform, which is a very good move, because that's something that a lot of, like most of the cloud providers struggle with. And the next thing would be, I guess, the deployment itself. So either they will delegate this to Terraform or SSD and keep their own Wrangler tool, or they will, I don't know, maybe acquire SSD or tool like that would allow them to deploy stuff to Cloudflare in a, how to say, like a more DX friendly way, because Toml is not really DX friendly or TypeScript friendly. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna wrap it up here. Even though we had this hiccup at the beginning with the stream, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I guess I will see you on the next one. Yeah, I believe on the next one we are gonna continue with learning Rust, but more fun way, because last time we were going through the tour of Rust to see the features of the language, and now we are gonna be like programming and dealing with these challenges in this gaming platform. So it's gonna be fun. So yeah, I guess see you next week on Tuesday, 6 p.m. so Central European summertime. And yeah, take care. Bye bye.